What's up, my nerd friends? So recently, Tourdog has quote-unquote improved the AI, and I think a lot of people don't notice. For you to activate the improve AI, you first have to go to your system and go to here, this strategic connecting, and from normal you have to switch to enhance. And you can see when you switch to enhance, the alert will say that the auto battle connecting strategy will be more refined, but you may experience lags in battle depending on your device performance. So maybe they require more processing power to do this. But anyway, I wanted to test if it is actually better from normal to enhance. Is it just a lie that Tourdog say they improved the system, or is it actually better? So for me to test this, I used an experiment. So I decided to use this stage, the resource stage and the Forgotten Snow. And I'll do the Forest High and I'll try to do 16 battles. So I'll do 16 here. So one with the normal AI and one with the enhanced AI. So why this stage? Well, basically in auto, you want auto to be fast and efficient so it wouldn't use so much of your time, right? And I like this stage because this is the stage that we auto the most frequent, and the boss also will summon mobs. And if you want to make a smart AI, you definitely want the AI to target the boss more instead of the mob that the boss spawned. So I was hoping that the enhanced AI would go for boss always, but the result is not so right. So what you're going to see here is basically on the left is the normal AI and on the right is the enhanced AI. Both going to clear with the same team and both are going for 16 rounds. So I want to see which of them is faster to complete 16 rounds. The reason why I do 16 rounds is because the more the sample size, the better. So while we're waiting for the comparison of these two examples, I'm gonna test the other things. So previously, the old AI will not use any active skill that doesn't do damage or doesn't do healing, such as teleport. The old AI wouldn't use any teleport such as the teleport from Wendy, and it wouldn't properly use a lot of active skills such as Hachi and Gin. The AI doesn't know how to perfectly place the active skill and doesn't know how to rotate it around, so it will hit multiple times. And of course, there are a multitude of other active skills that the AI is kind of dumb on. For example, the tile select skill. Unimet, you can select the tile to convert to yellow anywhere, but the AI will always convert near one surrounding cluster of you instead of like around the boss, so you can maybe active skill more, or maybe select it on a broken path so you can actually connect aligned. The old AI doesn't do that. So all these things, does it get solved by the new AI? Well, no. Apparently, I guess Tourdog only improve the connecting part of the AI. Anything revolving around active skill does not get changed. It's pretty much still the same thing as the OAI. The active skill that only does teleport doesn't get used at all. And the strange thing is the active skill that swap tiles such as Athena also doesn't get used, probably because the AI doesn't know how to use it. And the same thing, the tile select skill such as Unimed doesn't get improved at all. It still select your surrounding cluster only, and you have skills such as button skill also doesn't use if you are not in the range to attack the enemy. So the only thing that changed is the connecting part. I also went ahead and test some of the active skill order. So I placed them 1 to 5. Hopefully they will use the active skill based on the order of 1 to 5 when you are in auto mode. This is important if you have like a debuffer such as Lukoa. You want to debuff the enemy first, then you use your other 4 active skill. But of course, this does not apply as well and not in the new AI. It still just get used pretty random. I mean, it's consistent, but you don't really understand how they work. It's always consistently Brock in this team being the first one that used the active skill, but I don't know. So coming back from the example of the 16 round AI, it doesn't feel like there is a clear winner at all. You can see the enhanced AI is slightly faster than the normal AI, and as a result, turns out it is. And we have the normal AI took 23 minutes and 24 seconds, and the new AI took 23 minutes and 3 seconds. A whopping 21-second difference on a 16 round. That is not a massive difference if you ask me. And you have also the new AI having dumb moments such as this. What the fuck? Which is still kind of a problem. I don't feel like the enhanced AI has changed the algorithm significantly at all. It just feels like the AI still prefer to run more tiles over running 2D boss, which is I feel like very problematic. Yeah, it's definitely a very cool experiment to understand if it actually does improve or not. And my conclusion is no. Tourdog, if you are watching this, maybe have another go on the enhanced AI, shall we? Because as I understand it, it didn't do shit. And that's pretty much all I want to cover for today. I hope you learned something and also enjoyed this video. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.